A very good day and welcome to Sunday Prime on Idea TV, where we bring you innovation-driven stories shaping Africa and beyond. I am Cynthia Bassi. We begin with a development in Africa's innovation ecosystem. Nigeria's Corporate Affairs Commission has ordered all point-of-sale operators to register their businesses before January 1st, 2026, or face having their terminals seized. The Commission says operating without registration violates the Companies and Allied Matters Act and Central Bank of Nigeria regulations. The move targets the rapidly growing but unevenly regulated POS sector, which now includes over 1.9 million agents and processed more than 10 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2025. The CAC warns that unregistered operators put the financial system and citizens' investments at risk. From January, security agencies will enforce compliance nationwide, seizing or shutting down terminals that are not registered. Fintech companies found supporting unregistered agents will be reported to the central bank and monitored closely. From finance to the frontiers of medicine, researchers are now turning an old ally into a new hope. A 40-year-old deworming drug, mebendazole, could soon become a powerful weapon against cancer. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University have discovered that one specific form of the drug, known as polymorph C, penetrates tumors more effectively, including hard-to-reach brain cancers. Early tests in mice show it can suppress tumor growth at therapeutic levels while remaining safe. The team found that polymorph C researches tumor sites at higher concentration than standard mebendazole, making it potentially more effective against a wide range of cancers including brain, breast, colon, lung, pancreatic, thyroid, ovarian, prostate cancers, melanoma, and various sarcomas. Combining it with other drugs like elacrida could further improve its effectiveness, though careful dosing will be crucial. Mebendazole has been used safely for decades, which could speed up clinical trials and make the treatment widely accessible if proven effective in humans. Scientists are now refining how the drug is formulated for optimal absorption and studying how it interacts with other medications. The discovery offers hope that a familiar, inexpensive drug could become a major new tool in the fight against some of the deadliest cancers. Now shifting to Africa's economic growth, Cameroon's food sector has emerged as the country's top export driver for 2024. The Ministry of Economy's Competitiveness Committee reports that Cameroon remains the world's leading exporter of sound IROKO and SAPELLI, with combined export revenues of 122.2 billion CFA, or around 217 million United States dollars. SAPELLI accounted for the largest share at 73.9 billion CFA, while IROKO exports reached 48.3 billion CFA. The country also strengthened its position in cocoa and natural rubber markets. Cameroon ranked 8th globally for rubber and latex exports, generating 45.3 billion CFA. In cocoa, the ranked 7th for cocoa paste exports and 9th, for cocoa butter, with revenues reaching 180.5 billion CFA and 135.1 billion CFA respectively. Analysts attribute the growth to new investment in cocoa processing and sustained demand for raw materials. Despite these gains, Cameroon remains a minor player in global trade for finished goods. The report notes that the country struggles to compete in processed products including textiles, chemicals, and manufactured foods. While raw materials like wood, cocoa, and rubber continue to drive exports, Cameroon faces structural challenges in adding value and expanding its presence in global value chains. Meanwhile, Ghana is investing in the future. Ghana has launched a new initiative to make science education more practical and engaging for young students. The STEMBOX, unveiled on December 4th by President John Dramani Mahama, provides age-appropriate kits that allow primary and middle school pupils to explore circuits, energy, motion, and basic machine building. The launch ceremony brought together Education Minister Haruna Idrisu, education officials, and project partners. The president said the kits aim to strengthen creative problem-solving skills while making science lessons interactive and accessible to all students. The program also seeks to stimulate local manufacturing and create new jobs. This initiative comes amid long-standing challenges in Ghanaian schools where practical learning is limited by a lack of equipment and laboratory facilities. Recent reports show that only a small fraction of schools have operational science labs or functional ICT facilities, particularly in marginalized regions, highlighting the urgent need for such innovations. Now let's take a quick break. Sunday Prime continues when we return.
(5G) technology. 5G technology promises to be a game changer by delivering ultra-fast internet speeds, low latency, and the ability to connect millions of devices seamlessly. It's going to fuel the future of smart cities, autonomous vehicles, and IoT devices, allowing them to communicate in real time. However, 5G rollout isn't without hurdles. High costs of infrastructure and regulatory issues in some regions have slowed down implementation. By 2026, the 5G market is expected to be valued at $667.90 billion, with the US, China, and South Korea leading the change. The challenge? Cybersecurity risks and data privacy will remain top concerns as more devices become connected.
Good to have you back. If you're just joining, this is still Sunday Prime. Now the rest of the stories. In global entertainment news, Netflix has announced it will acquire Warner Bros. From Warner Bros. Discovery in a deal valued at $82.7 billion. The agreement includes a cash and stock arrangement with Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders said to receive $23.25 in cash and $4.50 in Netflix stock per share. The acquisition will only proceed after Warner Bros. Discovery completes the planned spin-off of its global networks division into a new publicly traded company, Discovery Global, expected by the third quarter of 2026. The move marks the first time Netflix will own a legacy Hollywood studio. Warner Bros., founded in the 1920s, is behind some of the most iconic films and television shows in history, including Casablanca, The Wizard of Oz, Harry Potter, and the DC Universe. HBO and HBO Max will also move under Netflix control once the transaction closes, boosting Netflix production and global content capabilities. Executives say the acquisition will expand Netflix's global offerings and strengthen its position in the entertainment industry. The deal will face regulatory review in the United States and abroad, with shareholder approvals and the Discovery Global separation expected to take between 12 and 18 months. Finally, tech is also transforming luxury retail. ESTÉE Lauder is stepping into the world of artificial intelligence with a new chatbot designed to help customers find their perfect fragrance. Developed in partnership with Google Cloud, the tool is tailored for the luxury brand Jo Malone London. The chatbot guides users through a series of questions using descriptive language to evoke scents, from the warm richness of amber to the grounding notes of woods and spices. Based on customer responses, it recommends a selection of perfumes for purchase. The initiative aims to enhance online shopping for high-end fragrances, traditionally an in-store experience. Early reports suggest that shoppers using the AI tool are almost twice as likely to complete a purchase compared to those who do not. Now, before we call it a wrap, let's take another glance at the headlines. CAC to shut down unregistered POS operators from January 2026. We also brought to you news that old deworming drug shows promise as potential cancer treatment. And Cameroon leads global IROKO and SAPELLI exports in 2024. While Ghana launches STEMBOX to boost hands-on science learning. And Netflix to acquire Warner Bros. In $82.7 billion deal. ESTÉE Lauder launches AI chatbot for fragrance shopping. We have more updates across our social media platforms. Do well to connect to the handles displayed on your screen. I am Cynthia Bassi. Thank you for your time.